What's up? I'm Levi Benton from Miss May I, and I'm chatting with livemusicTO. Stay metal. Yeah, well, Warped Tour's been going on for a month. It's been pretty good. It's our second time doing Warped Tour. Last year we did it and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Thought it was just a normal show, and it's definitely not. So going into it this year has been awesome because we're getting ready for it, and we were prepared and knew that it's every element ever, and it's kicks your ass. So it's nice to go into it and know what we're doing. So. It was pretty cool doing guest vocals with the Used. It's really crazy because I was like the only band that I had childhood posters of like all around my room, and that was like my super fan band. And even knowing that they were on Warped Tour before it even started, I was freaking out. And then ended up meeting those guys, the coolest dudes ever met, so humble and awesome, and they wanted us to sing with them, and we ended up actually hanging out with them like every day. That was our band to hang out with. Now they're on the tour, so I'm lonely, got no one to hang out with, but it was really awesome to sing with them, and it was easy too because I was singing the songs ever since I was like 14, so it's awesome to just go up on stage and sing them. It was really cool working with Machine on this new album just because we wanted to go to our whole entire mentality as a band was just that we just want to be an old school legendary metalcore band, and we just felt it was time to change up our formula before kids got too tired, because kids are so they're so ADD now. There's so much music coming out and so much stuff going on. So we wanted to go old school and do what we liked, but we wanted to make it different for the kids. So going with Machine, it was really cool to have natural and real instruments instead of digital, all this digital stuff, and to just work with someone who's worked with Lamb of God and White Zombie, and even not even metal, just hip hop like Jim Classieros and all these other bands, Fall Out Boy. It was just really cool to go with a bigger guy that helped us write catchier metal songs instead of just writing the heaviest thing we could write. Yeah, writing Day by Day actually was, it's so weird that song came out so awesome because that was the least favorite song we had on the whole CD, because the riff at the beginning was really awkward and I couldn't write lyrics to it. I was like listening to it like for months and I was just like, I cannot write any lyrics over this riff. And then going in the studio, we actually wrote the Haze later on, and we're like, oh, we should try to move those to the beginning of the song, see if it sounded cool. Ended up sounding freaking awesome. So yeah, it was that song was written sort of backwards. All the cool catchy parts came last, and that was the last song we actually recorded in the studio because we didn't know how to do that song. I didn't know how to make it sound cool, and ended up coming out like that. And it's actually cool that's your favorite song because Rise Records, all our management, everyone, that's their favorite, and we're getting ready to do a music video for that song after this tour. So yeah, we're hoping to Warped Tour. We're hoping to move to the older metalcore fan base and metal fan base in general, and we've actually been planning on it for a long time, and all the moves are getting ready to happen now, and it's really cool because Warped Tour is like our exit, I guess, to where we've been playing the last few years, and it's really cool to go out with such a big bang into the metal world with leaving it on Warped Tour. So it's cool to all the kids that's been coming to our shows for the last 3 years and coming to all these modern bands and bands that are our age and like bands that are more in the scene and everything, and it's cool for them to watch us on Warped Tour and have this big huge tour right before we leave and go in the metal world. So we're really excited, and we're real prepared, and we have tours lined up and a lot of press and just a bunch of like image stuff and all this stuff getting ready to change. So that's gonna make us hopefully a metal band. Which is, we're trying to do it before we get too old. We don't want to be like 25-year-old dudes on the like an I See Stars tour and like covering tattoos and gnarly, and little girls don't think we're cool anymore. So we're trying to go to play for 30-year-old dudes now. So when I do get old and fat with a beard, they'll still think I'm cool in metal. Our big thing that's we're not like trying to change music and or be groundbreaking. The biggest thing that we're trying to do different than other metal bands is, for me at least, the lyrics. We try to write more positive lyrics and not the cliche metal lyrics, because at least for me, when I listen to metal bands, that's the only thing that turns me off. Is every metal band's trying to be the heaviest and scariest and write the coolest breakdown lyric, but for us, I'm just trying to write songs that kids can relate to and that inspire kids instead of just making them pissed off all the time. But there is still the pissed off times, but I think it's better to write more positive music, and I get the feeling to do that from I listen to a lot of hip hop and stuff. So me listening to that and knowing like there's like all these cool stories that could be told through hip hop, it's cool to write some lyrics like that through metal music, and it keeps us different, and that keeps like the Miss May I thing going. For the rest of 2012, we're going to, after Warped Tour, we're off for like a month, and it's the first time we've actually had a long off time, so we're excited. But after that, we're going to South America with Ask Alexandria, and then we're planning on doing a headliner in the US. Don't know if we're coming to Canada or not. And then in December, we're flying to Europe and doing a UK and Europe headliner. And then, yeah, we're home for New Year's, and we have some other crazy plans, but I think that's all I can say before I get in trouble. Yeah, hopefully the end of the world won't happen, because there's some other cool tours coming up. But I don't know when we're coming back to Canada. I'm hoping soon. We haven't even played Toronto in like a year, so today should be really crazy.